The only reason you see yourself as a victim of life or a victim of your circumstances is because of the stories that you tell yourself on a daily basis, right? The stories which you tell yourself in your head have a lot of impact. They have a lot more impact than you think, because when you tell yourself whether a situation is good or a situation is bad, you're placing a label on that situation. And when you're placed on a label on that situation, what tends to happen is your brain tends to take it to itself, and your mind sort of attracts those same scenarios towards you, because you start operating at the vibrational frequency of the stories which you tell yourself, right? Now, to break down what I just said, vibrational frequency is basically your energy. It's your sort of vibrational scale, right? Everything in this universe vibrates. And as the great Nikola Tesla said, if you wish to understand the secrets of the universe, you need to look at everything in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And when you think about it, the stories which you tell yourself have a lot of impact. Now, I just want to show you the chart of vibration right there, right? You can see that. You can see all the scales of consciousness from top to bottom. And most of the stories which you tell yourself reside on the bottom, right? It's about shame, it's about anger, it's about jealousy. It's about all these things which keep you entangled within the ego. And when you are entangled within these sort of emotions in your body, because you've got to understand that emotions are just energy running through your body. And energy that is running through your body tends to attract things from the outside, because you are residing at that state. That is your sense of perception in this world. And when you tell yourself a story of me being a victim and why did this happen to me and life is so hard, chances are life will be more hard. Chances are you will be seen as a victim. You will be a victim of your circumstances, because that's what you're telling yourself. What you tell yourself on a daily basis, you will become. If I tell myself I'm great, in 100 days, I will see myself as great. Hence, other people around me see that energy that I'm residing at, and they will think I'm great, right? And the same way, if I tell myself I'm a victim, I will act like a victim. I will feel like a victim, and people around me will see that I am a victim. And so, to make this point clear, right? I used to see myself as a victim for most of my life, because it's just the sort of conditioning that I've got, right? Of being seen as a victim, not because I'm seeing myself as weak. It's maybe because that's just what society has conditioned me to believe in. But now I can see it, I can take a back seat, I can see, okay, this may not be true. This may not be something which is of essence, right? But when I was about, like, let's say 12, 13, I used to go to this school, right? And I'm 18 right now, right? So I used to go to this school. Everyone was in that school was like white, and like I was the only sort of brown person in that school. And I remember I used to get on the bus, and I used to get just like bullied by the people in the year above me. They were like, oh, look at this guy, oh my god. I'm not even gonna say this shit, because this video might get taken down, man. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, they were just saying a bunch of racist shit to me. And then in my mind, I was thinking, yo, I'm a victim of society. But yeah, I was just thinking, oh yeah, I'm a victim. So that's the story which I kept telling myself, that these racist people were sort of saying shit to me, and I took that to heart. And I was thinking that again and again and again, and that's what I sort of resided on. And people around myself start seeing me as a victim, and so they treated me like that. They treated me with this, like, not even nice, this like pity niceness, right? Like, oh, you're right. Like, bro, I don't need that shit, man. Do you know what I mean? But you understand, if you've gone through the same thing or it's like similar things, you understand this, right? But honestly, it's the part where you just start changing the stories which you tell yourself on a daily basis, because they sort of impact on the way you see yourself, not even the way people see yourself, the way you see yourself in the first place, right? If you see yourself in this victim mentality, negative sort of way, chances are you will not be able to do the things which you actually want to do, or attract the things that you actually want to do. You will not be able to attract the money that you want. You won't be able to attract the women that you want in your life, or the men that you want in your life, just because you're operating at a vibrational frequency of playing a victim. Do you think that other person or that other opportunity will be sort of residing on the same vibrational state which you're operating at right now, right? So what I did was I flipped the same sort of story I had, and I flipped it on its head, and I changed the story about it, right? I changed the meaning of it. Basically, it's the same story, but I just changed the meaning of that story. So let's say, for example, I'm looking at the same story of people being racist to me. I'm seeing that as something much more good now, right? That thing had changed my mindset, so I can now come up here and deliver you this message. It's very powerful when you can flip the stories which you have already within your mind, and then you can interpret it in a new way, which is more empowering to your growth, your inward growth, rather than dispowering. Well, I don't even know what the word is, to be honest, but yeah. And so with that being said,